So first of all, turning to Section 63 of the Mental Health Act, which covers treatment that does not require consent by the patient. So where a patient is detained under the Mental Health Act, the consent of a patient shall not be required for any medical treatment that's given to him for the mental disorder from which he is suffering. So not being a form of treatment covered by the exceptions that are within sections 57, 58 or 58A, which practitioners will be familiar with, those sections covering exceptional treatments such as electroconvulsive therapy, for example. So there is a proposal within what's going to be known as a victims bill for victims to have further input into proceedings, including in relation to the Mental Health Tribunal, to be able to input into the decisions of the tribunal further than just providing information about requested conditions. So this consultation looked at what do victims want in terms of further input. Now, a very large number of victims, which probably isn't surprising really, 92% of victims agreed that victims should be allowed to submit a victim personal statement within when an offender's detention is being reviewed by the Mental Health Tribunal. So going much further than just requesting conditions, it would be to provide some information about what impact the offence has had on the victim, and that would be considered then within the tribunal's decision. And then another key point is the introduction of supervised discharge. So supervised discharge is going to be aimed at patients who are ready to leave hospital, patients on forensic sections who are ready to leave hospital, and but who cannot do so because they require community conditions within the community that are going to amount to a deprivation of liberty. So practitioners will be familiar with the case of MM, which provided that a patient cannot be conditionally discharged to conditions which amount to a deprivation of liberty. So you cannot conditionally discharge a patient under Section 3741 to a care home without a separate legal framework that authorises that